2, 3, action. What's up guys, Fahan here with Zah once again, and today we are back at Farmoto.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, and with the main man, Fahmi himself. How are you? It's been a while, huh?
It's been a while. It's been a while, right? Since I meet them now, they use fork as a mic holder.
This is inspired from Sigi Sushi, one of the YouTubers that I follow lah. So, how's response ever since we did the first video, bro?
It was awesome lah. Definitely, most of our customer now comes from you guys also because of the knowledge and the videos that we share through your YouTube channel. I'm happy that we can help some of our riders out there lah.
So, we're going to discuss about what to look out for, when you're buying a motorcycle, okay?
Whenever we want to buy a motorbike, we definitely want to scroll first thing, carousel. Carousel is one of the main sources for second-hand motorbike, right? If I want to buy from the seller directly as compared to the shop, what are the points that I need to take note of?
Okay, so before I begin, I just want to make it clear that this is based on my own personal experience. It's not the experience of the workshop or what, because I've been buying quite a few bikes. Okay, there's bad experience, there's a good experience as well. But of course, when you want to buy a bike from Carousel versus a bike shop, right? Number one, Carousel, there's no after sale service. There's no one serving you once you got the bike. Once the bike transfer to your name, your problem already. Not the last owner problem lah. So it's your own problem already. Then if you buy with a bike shop, firstly they got the customer service, the after sale service. So if any case you just buy the bike, then the bike needs to overhaul or anything wrong with bike, you can always actually go back to your own bike shop and ask them for parts replacement, or there's a warranty lah.
Warranty period lah. Usually like maybe 1 or 2 months, I think.
No, maybe for me, I think most they will give 1 month.
One month.
So this is the pros and cons. Of course, if you buy from a Carousel also, you might get cheated as well. Personal experience, I got cheated before. This is some of the things that you really need to take note. When you must properly think, and you want to buy from an owner or you want to buy from a bike shop.
Then I think in terms of the paperwork, the bike shop were able to settle everything for you lah.
Your insurance, your paperwork, your transfer fee, everything is, I think, will be included lah.
Yeah,
the service is there lah, definitely lah.
Yeah, bike shop. If you buy from individual, you need to like source out your own financing.
But now sometimes when you buy from people and bike shop, actually the price difference is not so much, So for me, I think
I thought if you buy from individual, from a seller, I think can get a bit of discount. Maybe, I don't know.
That one you must talk lah, because now I think our consumer, the riders out there are very knowledgeable. So they know what's the market price. So let's say bike shops have 5,000, they will go almost the same, like 5,000 also. They will know, they are very knowledgeable nowadays because of the internet, all this.
Yes.
They will do their market research before they want to sell their bike.
So I think before you actually buy a second-hand bike, look up the price range on Carousel. Maybe you will see the prices from the bike shop versus second-hand. What are the kind of questions that you'd probably ask, the owner or the bike shop when buying a bike,
Okay, the first question is always you want to ask when will the COE end? This is the most common thing. So from there you can do your calculation. Is it worth it for you to buy that bike, the particular bike? Because sometimes the COE left 2 years, but the cost is maybe 5,000.
Oh my God!
So that will be like 2.5k a year. So is it within your own budget, or you can find something for 3 or 4 years at $5,000? Example, this is just example. So definitely when also you want to ask, is there any modification done on the bike? Who is the last owner? If you buy from bike shop, why the last owner sell their bike? But of course, sometimes they just give you a typical answer upgrade to bigger bike So, but of course, this is some of the questions that you can ask Of course, you must also look at the bike. Then you can create more engaging question with the salesman also.
Sometimes we will ask the owner about the condition of the bike, but of course, definitely not everything he will tell the truth, right?
Yeah.
So how do we know, or what are the telltale signs that we need to look out for to say that this bike has already been in an accident or have fall before?
What you can actually look out for, is visually what I can say is, first of all, you sit on the bike, right? You want to see the alignment of the bike. You can see when you straighten the handlebar, then you try to visually inspect from the tank fuel cap all the way to the meter, all the way to the front. Secondly, you can see the handlebar. Visually inspect the handlebar. Is the handlebar equal from left and right? Is it equal? Because sometimes when you fall, one of the handlebar will be inwards or outwards. So when you ride, your hand will be like that or like this. Okay, that is where you know that the handlebar fall before lah, stationary fall or drop before. So these are the telltale signs that you can see. Secondly, what you can do is to check the condition of the fork. Alright, so usually when the bike has a hard impact, right, the fork will be bent. Okay, because if let's say the impact was from the front, it will be bent inwards. Alright, so usually I will just slide my hand, feel for any curvature of the fork itself lah. Is there any leaking on the fork? So all these are all the telltale signs. Okay, and also if the bike don't have a crash bar, what you can see is also visually inspect the cover set. Alright, so the cover set, if there are any scratches, of course lah, there's a fault. But what if he change the cover set? You can actually check at the engine casing or pull this up. You can see here. Here, if there's any scratches or like wear and tear mark, alright, so it's usually a telltale sign that bike skidded before.
As you know, a second-hand bike will definitely have been well utilized. So how do you check for the wear and tear of the bike?
Okay, there's a few ways to check for the wear and tear of your second-hand bike that you want to buy. Number one, what I usually practice is to on the engine and check the odometer. Of course, it's important when you buy a bike, the motorbike can be on. If the salesman say no battery, ask him to take battery. So of course, we want to check if it still can on and can start. Okay, so you check the odometer of the bike. Like for this one is 82,541, and then you see how many years this bike. If this bike is 2 years old and it's already 100,000. So you know that 1 year it's been ride for 50k. So you know it's very heavily utilized. So you know when the bike is heavily utilized, the engine wear and tear also more lah. There will be more parts to replace when you take over the bike. Unless the owner have a proof or receipt to say that, hey, I already overhauled this bike. Here's my receipt. Then you'll be, of course, you'll be much more safer lah in that way. It's number one, start the engine. When you start the engine, take a look if there's any engine light or check engine light or any red color light or any issue that come out from the dashboard. If there's no issue like this one, okay. Secondly, hear the engine. Is there any abnormal sound? Is there any ticking sound? Is there any knocking sound? Is there any like rubbing sound? All these are telltale sign of there's a wear and tear parts lah. I also practice to clutch in and clutch out. And is there any difference in the sound? Sometimes when you clutch in, there will be like you know that the clutch housing need to be replaced. Okay, because the clutch housing is already loose or the clutch piece is already loose. So that's another telltale sign of how you want to know. Okay, so that's for the engine part. Okay, but for like other parts like your tires, you can check the depth of the tread. Does the tire need to be replaced? Okay, sometimes when you get a motorcycle, there are different brands. So like different mother, different father lah. Okay, so these are the things that you need to make sure lah. So of course the disc brake, make sure that there's meat on the disc brake. Okay, the disc rotor or the brake disc. Okay, and of course front and back is the same. Of course the suspension, is the suspension soft or is the suspension hard? Alright, so and of course the whole chassis alignment. So sometimes if it's possible to test ride, you can test ride lah. But usually Singapore you must have any rider insurance for you to do a test ride. If not, don't test ride. Okay, and of course the chain also, the condition of the chain. I think the last video we actually cover how you can check your chain, or if it's rusted, it's too rusted, then or the sprocket is too sharp, then you must do your sprocket change. Okay, and last but not least, after you check your tires, your brake pads, your chain, your sprocket, your engine condition, you must also check the condition of the electrical system. Okay, this is also important, like the signal light, left and right, is it working? The brake light, you can check the brake light. If the brake light is working, the horn. So, okay, very loud horn. Okay, the horn is working. Okay, if all the switches, make sure it's working. Okay, but of course, it's always best when you take over a bike, bring to your trustable workshop and do a full servicing, so you can have a peace of mind when you take over the bike, because you know that when you buy that bike is in a good condition. Okay, so this is some of my advice when you want to get a second-hand bike.
Right, so we spoke about all of the checking for damages or like any faultiness with the bike. How to know that the bike is actually well taken care of?
Okay, so of course, if you want to know how is the bike is well taken care of, you definitely need to engage with a conversation with the owner itself. Okay, ask him where he service his bike, where he go for servicing, how often he maintain his bike. Do you have any receipt to prove that you maintain this bike so and so? Okay, because stock is cheap unless they got proof. Okay, but of course, if let's say you still not comfortable, you still want to know if the bike is really in good condition, and for whatever reason you still unsure if whatever you check is correct or not, you can always go to your trusted workshop, or you can actually come to Farm Motor also. We can do a free check for you to make sure the bike is in good condition.
Wow, for me, I don't know, there's so many things that you need to actually know before you actually buy a bike. Last time, when I buy a bike, I just okay lah.
How much?
The bike,
Okay, can buy.
So just some advice for our new riders or people or riders who are looking out for second-hand bike. You can use these tips.
Especially for younger riders who do not want to commit to a new bike, because the current prices of 2B motorbikes are rather
So high,
ridiculously high. So the next best option is a second-hand bike.
And hopefully this helps you guys. And Fahmi, once again, thank you so much for opening up to us.
And of course, I also hope that with these advices, it's just take this as a pinch of salt or for you guys to actually know what to look out for. It's not a guide how to buy a second-hand bike, but it's just for your own knowledge, and it's just advice from a friend advice lah.
Just tips lah.
Just
don't need to take it too seriously lah.
Don't need to say, this one actually wrong. No lah. There's no right or wrong lah. It's just based on my experience, and I would like to share with all of you guys lah.
That's what DJ Casey always say. Ini semua untuk hiburan sahaja.
Ini semua hiburan saja. Jangan tak sup
got camera. For Fahan Tray video, is it? Hi guys, thank you for staying till the end of the video. To all the viewers out there, Tambak Overlanders and Farm Motor would like to give you guys a special promo code. Just code TAMBAK15 to enjoy 15% discount off your total bill, capped at $20. Enjoy!
Very good.
Yeah, that's it for the vlog, and we will see you in the next one. Okay.
Give me all of your lies, 'cause you're my demon in disguise. I learned to love the cage you keep me in, but the walls keep closing in, and I don't wanna die, but your poison feels so right. Why do I want you in your bed?
What more you want? I'm busy lah. Go, bye.